WordNerds, July has arrived, and with it the beginning of quarter 3. So as usual, we wanted to take this video to share with you some of the goals we're going to be working on, some of the books we're going to be reading, and of course our movie night, book club, and game night, which are always going to be so much fun.
As usual, we'll be sharing some of our goals for next quarter. My last quarter goals were to start revisions on the Druid book, and I have indeed done that, although that leads directly into my next goal for this quarter because the revisions ended up being insanely huge and I just basically am rewriting the whole thing. So at this point it has turned into a goal to finish drafting the Druid book all over again by the end of this quarter.
My goal last quarter was to dust off an old manuscript of mine, specifically a fairy manuscript, and kind of just write more for fun. And you know what? I think I did that. I didn't do it a lot, but I did it. And my goal this quarter is going to be much of the same because I realized how fun it was to write something that's not for school. Like, I love a good structured essay as much as the next English major does, but I forgot how fun it was to just write words without worrying about having to be graded on them.
My goal for this quarter, as it has been for several quarters now, is to get back into writing and reading. In particular, right now I have a book idea that I just got and I'm really excited about it, and it's the first idea I've been excited about for a while, so I want to kind of figure out the major story beats, maybe start writing it, maybe finish a first draft if I really push myself. We'll see how it goes.
My quarterly goal is pretty simple. I want to finish the manuscript I've been working on. I kind of forgot about it for 3 months, during the pandemic, and life changes, so I didn't really write as much as I wanted to this quarter, but my goal is to change that next quarter for sure. As for my last quarter goals, I didn't really achieve them. In fact, I had to go watch last quarter's videos to even remember what they were, but I definitely hope I do better this quarter.
Goals. Ugh, this really has not been the year for goals. My quarter 2 goals went okay. I got 1 out of the 3 done. So in quarter 3, I'm going to be focusing on something kind of broad and hard to measure, and that is just rediscovering the love of writing and wanting to do it and getting excited about a story. If I can do any of those things, I'll be feeling pretty good.
What even are goals? I've actually got kind of a lot of beta reading projects going on. I've got my book out with some people and I've got 3 or 4 other people's books that I need to be reading. So that's my biggest goal for the quarter, is just to read other people's books and give feedback. And then maybe if they get back to me as well during this quarter, then I'll add some revisions to the goal, but that's out of my control. So I'm just gonna try and read all the books.
We've each picked a book that we are going to read this quarter. Mine is The Dime by Kathleen Kent. I tried a service recently that picks a TBR for you based off of your interests, and this was one of the books that they highly recommended to me, so I want to try reading it and see if I like it as much as they think I am going to.
This quarter I'm hoping to read The Guest List by Lucy Foley. I've been on a really big mystery book kick lately and someone got me this as a result, so hopefully it's good. Let us know what books you're hoping to read this quarter down in the comments.
One book that I want to read this quarter is A Song of Wraiths and Ruin by Roseanne A. Brown. I am so here for a fantasy book with a Black main character. I need to get more fantasy in my life, so I cannot wait to read it.
A book that I want to read sooner rather than later is The City We Became by N.K. Jemisin, which is an urban fantasy that focuses on sentient cities, specifically New York, and I have a feeling that New York is going to have a wonderful story to tell.
One of the books I'm looking forward to reading this quarter is Bewitched by Paige McKenzie and Nancy Olin. I am hosting a panel July 7th put on by Powell's over on Zoom, and I'm excited to dive into this and get ready to ask them lots of questions.
I'm going to be reading The Anatomy of Story by John Truby. Megan has recommended this one a few times over as one of her absolute favorite writing books, and since I really need to get re-inspired on writing these days, it seemed like a pretty good time to be reading this.
Now on for the book, movie, and game we will be discussing this quarter.
For July, our movie night pick is going to be Hamilton, the musical. It will be streaming on Disney Plus as of July 3rd, so hopefully some of you will be able to watch that and celebrate all of the Hamilton goodness with us when we get together to discuss it.
In August, we're going to be reading Clap When You Land by Elizabeth Acevedo. It's really good. I'm very excited to talk about it.
And of course, in September, we're going to be having our quarterly game night. It's going to be a bit of a surprise as usual. We never quite know what we're going to be doing jumping into it, but it's always a ton of fun, and we hope that you'll join us for it.
Welcome to quarter 3, WordNerds. Let's smash it.